Hello and welcome. Today, let's get into something that can really change the way we experience our emotions and our lives. Emotional balance isn't just about feeling good all the time, it's about understanding and harmonizing the various emotions that arise, and using them to your advantage. When we achieve that balance, life becomes clearer, more fulfilling, and more in our control. So, let's get into how creating emotional balance can transform our lives. Imagine your emotions as colors. If you're familiar with a kaleidoscope, you know how the smallest shift can create an entirely new and beautiful pattern. Emotions work in a similar way, they can shift in an instant, creating a new reality based on how we perceive and interact with them. Emotional balance is like controlling the kaleidoscope of your emotions. You can change your internal landscape, creating patterns that align with who you want to be and how you want to feel. So, the real question is, how do we make that shift? The key is understanding that emotions are not random. They are responses to our thoughts and beliefs. When we feel happy, sad, angry, or anxious, those emotions are not happening to us, they are happening because of us. Each thought we have sends a signal to our body, which then creates an emotional response. If those thoughts are aligned with negative beliefs or stress, we will experience emotions that reflect those states. But if we shift our thinking, we can create emotions that support our desired state. Emotional balance begins with awareness. You have to notice how you're feeling before you can change it. This sounds simple, but most people spend their days on autopilot, reacting to situations without much thought about their emotional responses. Being aware of your emotions is the first step in transforming them. When you start noticing when you're upset or stressed, you can stop and ask yourself why. What thought or belief is triggering that emotional response? By catching these moments, you can begin to change them. Once you are aware of your emotions, the next step is to shift your focus. Rather than focusing on what's wrong or what's stressing you out, start focusing on what you want to feel. Ask yourself, what would it feel like if I were calm, peaceful, and balanced right now? Shift your focus to the positive, and you will start to create a new emotional reality. This doesn't mean ignoring problems, but rather choosing to focus on solutions and possibilities. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes to switch from a negative emotional state to a balanced, peaceful one. One powerful tool to help with this shift is mindfulness. Mindfulness allows you to be fully present in the moment without judgment. When you are mindful, you can notice the thoughts and emotions that arise without becoming attached to them. This creates a space where you can choose how to respond rather than simply reacting out of habit. For example, if you're feeling stressed, being mindful allows you to notice that stress and choose to take a deep breath, focus on gratitude, or visualize a peaceful outcome. This simple practice can shift your emotional state in real time. Another effective tool for emotional balance is visualization. Visualization is not just about imagining your goals or desires, it's also about visualizing how you want to feel. When you close your eyes and imagine yourself feeling calm, centered, and balanced, you are teaching your mind and body what that feeling looks like. Over time, you can train yourself to feel that way more consistently, even in situations that would normally cause stress or anxiety. Visualization is powerful because it taps into the subconscious mind, where much of our emotional programming exists. By regularly visualizing positive emotional states, you can reprogram your mind to experience them more frequently. One of the most profound ways to create emotional balance is through breath work. Your breath is always with you, and it has the power to influence your emotional state instantly. When you're stressed, your breath tends to become shallow and rapid. But by consciously slowing down your breath, you send a signal to your body that it's time to relax. Deep, slow breathing can shift your body from the fight or flight mode into a relaxed, balanced state. Just a few minutes of focused breathing can make a big difference in how you feel. Creating emotional balance also involves taking responsibility for your own emotions. It's easy to blame external circumstances or other people for how we feel. But the truth is, we are the creators of our emotional reality. No one can make you feel anything without your permission. This might be a hard pill to swallow, but once you realize that you are in control of your emotions, you can stop giving away your power. You can choose to respond to situations from a place of balance rather than react from a place of fear, anger, or frustration. This is where emotional mastery comes in. When you understand that you hold the keys to your emotional state, you can choose how to show up in any situation. Another aspect of emotional balance is learning to let go. Holding on to past hurts, resentments, or fears only creates emotional instability. Forgiveness is not just for others, it's for yourself. When you let go of negative emotions and grudges, you free up your energy to create new, positive experiences. This doesn't mean forgetting or excusing harmful behavior, it means choosing to release the hold that past events have on your emotional state. Forgiveness allows you to step into emotional balance, freeing yourself from the weight of the past. The more you practice these techniques, the more natural they become. You start to notice that emotional balance is not something you need to chase, it becomes your default state. And when challenges arise, as they inevitably will, you are equipped to handle them in a calm, centered way. Life becomes less about reacting and more about responding with intention. You begin to understand that your emotions are not your enemies, they are messengers, guiding you toward a more balanced and fulfilling life. As you continue on your path to emotional balance, note that it's a practice, not a destination. There will be days when you feel off, when your emotions feel out of control. That's okay. Emotional balance doesn't mean never feeling negative emotions, it means being able to navigate them with grace and understanding. It's about being aware, shifting your focus, and using the tools available to you to bring yourself back into alignment. It's about understanding that emotions are temporary, and you have the power to change them whenever you choose. Over time, as you create more emotional balance, you'll notice shifts in other areas of your life. Relationships become smoother because you are able to respond with compassion rather than react with anger. Your physical health improves because your body is no longer under constant stress. Your mindset becomes more positive because you are able to focus on what you want rather than what you don't want. Emotional balance touches every area of your life, creating a ripple effect that extends outward and affects the people and situations around you. So, take a moment to reflect on where you are emotionally right now. Are you feeling calm and centered, or are you caught in a whirlwind of stress and overwhelm? If you're not feeling balanced, that's okay. Just know that you have the power to shift your emotional state at any time. By practicing awareness, focusing on the positive, and using tools like mindfulness, visualization, breathwork, and forgiveness, you can create the emotional balance that will bring more peace, joy, and clarity into your life. Emotional balance isn't about being perfect, it's about being present, aware, and intentional with your emotions. It's about realizing that you have the power to create a new emotional reality, one that supports your well-being and helps you show up as your best self in every moment. So, take a deep breath, center yourself, and know that emotional balance is within your reach.